Hang on. Now we're not on mute. There we go. Second half of the maiden voyage of Ship Talk with your friendly neighborhood drunken sailor and your LemurTango gaming. Once again, if you have not hopped over there and given him a follow, what are you doing with your life?
Closest I can do when it comes to pirates. Hold on. There you go.
What? Oh, ha ha ha! I actually haven't. I want to get me a pirate hat. The closest thing I have is this bandana.
Wait, you're halfway there.
Yeah. I thought about putting it on my head, but I was
Do
like,
it.
you know, I kind of didn't want to take it off my wrist. I was just like, oh, I'll leave it there for now. So, yeah. Next part.
Next part.
Jumping right back into it. Okay, we have three more to go. Sony and YouTube TV.
Yes.
Sony is doing a bunch. So Sony making moves, man. Sony be making them moves.
Huge moves.
Alright, so the article I am on, Sony PS5 gets support for YouTube Live with dedicated app. Sony PlayStation 5 users can now enjoy YouTube videos. Console has now support for YouTube Live streaming. However, it needs to be a dedicated app to play YouTube TV Live.
Yeah, it's an odd one, that one.
This one I didn't really read too far into. Actually, I didn't read too far into many of these. Sony's decision will help the Japanese electronics giant to compete with rivals. Okay. The company was considering upgrading the PS5 redesign to meet market demand. The new generation consoles come with support for YouTube TV. Sony recently announced that it sold 7.8 million PS5 consoles until March 31st.
The only thing is nobody's seen any of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all in a warehouse somewhere.
They're all
they just keep drip feeding them one at a time.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like sometimes.
There's more than 47 million subscribers worldwide.
See, this is weird, right? I've never heard of YouTube TV. What is YouTube TV? You'll have to tell me this. I know what YouTube. I know obviously bog standard YouTube, but what's YouTube TV Live?
I'll pull up Google.
Yeah.
YouTube TV. I think all it is just okay, with over 85 channels to choose from, everyone in the family will have something to
It's
watch.
just another streaming service, isn't it?
Basically, it's just like another Netflix. It's the way
I'm looking. It's slightly different to Netflix by the look of it because you get live channels on it.
Yeah.
Watch live
ABC,
TV from
CBS, Fox, NBC,
85 plus channels.
There's a bunch of them.
This is probably why I've not heard of it, because it doesn't look like it has European support.
Yeah, I'm not.
These are all American, these are mostly American channels by the look of it.
Yeah.
I don't see any European channels in there.
Jesus!
So it'd be interesting.
What?
Okay, what?
$64.99 a month.
Holy bejesus!
What?
$54.99 a month for your first 3 months, and then $64.99 every month after. That's ridiculous.
No, I'm not doing that.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Why would you pay that? I mean, okay, they are down 85 plus channels, but still.
There's 80 So things at 85 plus channels, no annual contract, includes NFL, NBA, and MLB networks. Includes PBS, BET, Comedy Central, MTV, and Nickelodeon. And
Ooh,
includes unlimited cloud DVR storage space and rewind, fast forward, and pause capability. 3 streams and 6 accounts per household.
it gets more expensive
Oh yeah.
because there is a YouTube TV which is 85 plus channels, which is $64.99 a month. You have Hulu plus live TV, which is 65 plus channels, but it doesn't include League, it doesn't include PBS, and it's an extra $9.99 for a 200-hour DVR fast forward capability, so live streaming, pause and play, for $74.98. Or you've got the traditional service they offer, which is hundreds of channels, includes NFL, NBA, MLB, PBS, Comedy Central, MTV, and Nickelodeon, for $109.30 a month. And you have to pay a $10 to $50 installation fee.
Why?
Why would you do that?
Why? Any of this you can find on regular TV.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you've got the internet, you can find most of these things anyway.
Yeah.
That is crazy money.
Just Sony, man.
So, well, congratulations,
Okay.
Sony. You've got a subscription service no one's probably going to ever use.
Okay, that first one from Sony was like, alright, good on you. What were they thinking with this one?
I genuinely don't. I mean,
Why?
you're going to have to ask around now.
World?
You're going to have to try to find at least one person that subscribes to YouTube TV.
I probably can't.
This, this is why I'm setting you this challenge. I want to see on your next pod stream, I want you to have a conversation with someone who pays for YouTube TV and ask them why.
I will definitely search around. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find anybody. Like, why
I'm half
is
tempted.
that
I'm half
100?
tempted to try that, to hit the try it for free button and see what I get.
There's a try it for free.
There is a try it free at the very top of that page and a big blue button. I'm not sure if you have to put. Oh yeah, no, you just need your Google. It's asking me for my Google account. I'm half tempted to give it a go, see how long it is for the subscription, or how long the free trial is, and then get back to you and see how much I actually used it.
Oh,
Because I know what happened. I'll hit the try it for free button. I'll go through load of the channels and I'll go ooh for probably about a day. I'll watch all the programs I can that I can find on it, and then the next day I'll go, wow, there's nothing else that I really want to watch.
yeah. It's just like,
Or it'll be, well, that's just available on Netflix. I've seen that the other day.
like everything that. Oh god, except maybe the news broadcasting networks. But I mean, you've got news all over YouTube. You've
Yeah.
got news all over Facebook.
I mean, the only thing standing out to me, and I'm scrolling through their list of channels, is, I mean, they've even got the Disney channels on here as a plus. You can get that as a separate subscription service now.
Yeah.
The only thing that's jumping out at me is the Sci-Fi Network. Yeah, looking at it, that is, yeah, I can't see anything else. Maybe the MLB, or what's the baseball league? NBL. Is that NBL? No,
yeah, I think you said it right the first time. MLB.
MLB.
Major League
Baseball, that's it.
I guess.
That's the only two things I would possibly use this service for.
See, now me not being a big sports fan, that part would just be wasted.
Yeah.
Like all of it.
Oh, and maybe, I mean, I apologize, viewers. I'm now going to tell everyone how sad I really am, and possibly the Golf Channel.
my buddy, he actually moved out of his house here recently and moved down to Texas with my brother. But he does engage in the golf.
That's about as far as my sport stretches, to be honest. And I'm not really even sure golf's a sport.
He hit the ball.
Yeah. And now he walks a mile to hit it again.
Yep. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, everybody's
I can't.
so quiet. Everybody's just so quiet on there.
I just can't justify it.
I mean, we're officially on the golf subject now. Why is golf such a quote unquote sophisticated sport?
Oh, it's not. God, it's not.
Like,
it's really not.
Like, everybody is quiet. So quiet.
Concentration, my friend. Concentration.
I'm not sure. It's just simple. Well, not simple maths. I guess that's not the right word for it.
I will admit, perfecting your golf swing is a thing. Getting that swing right is a thing. You do have to practice that, and I know this from playing golf myself. It's not something you can't just pick up a golf stick, or sorry, a golf club. Must use the correct terminology. A golf stick, a club, whatever, and whack a ball. You can do that, but you're not going to get very far. There is a little bit of technique to it, I will admit, and trying to get a tiny little ball in a small hole is not as easy as you might think. However, I do totally agree. I've set you off, haven't I?
I'm sorry, my mind's in the gutter. Continue.
However, I will agree with you. It is not as sophisticated as they make out.
I want to play golf for the simple fact of, seeing what is, just for the experience,
Yeah. I mean, that's why I did it. My friend plays golf all the time. He takes lessons the lot. I literally went along with him one day to the driving range just to see what it's like, to whack a few balls with a big stick.
Mm.
And yeah, I thought this is actually quite good. It's relaxing. It's it's cool. I couldn't quite enjoy it. I mean, there's no way I play it to the level that he does. I literally go to the driving range and occasionally I'll play either the back 9 or the front 9 holes of a golf course. I won't do the whole day out there or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, my buddy when he goes, he goes.
He goes.
Like, he sets up a whole weekend for it.
Yeah, see, no, I'm not that. That's too much effort.
Same.
So yes, going back to the original point of this, Sony has support for a YouTube Live dedicated app for a subscription. Well,
basically
it's scrap. For a subscription service nobody's probably going to use.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare it to the other streaming services out there, how much value for money you get for that compared to what this is.
Yeah, there's just like so many other ones that even if you add them up, they
would still not come to this price. Yeah.
They have more for
less.
Yeah, basically.
More, yeah.
I mean, like $60 for that one, and then $100 over 100. It was 110 basically for
110 for the full package. Yeah,
for the full package,
but then that doesn't also include the $10 to $50 installation. Yeah,
that's just like, oh my Lord.
That, effectively, reading about it, you need a box for that, so that is now competing with Sky. With that traditional service, with the installation fee, you get for an extra $6.
Is So YouTube TV is essentially YouTube's version of not satellite television. That's not the word.
Would you say, is it cable? Because you have cable over in the States, don't you?
Yeah, yeah,
And you do you have to have a separate box to receive cable?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's effectively it's like
So
cable, I
it's
suppose.
basically another competition for cable, but
Yeah,
cable is doing so much better at
yeah,
it.
and yeah, cable's a hell of a lot cheaper, I'm guessing.
You can get streaming
Yeah.
cable for $19 a month right now.
Do what?
For Spectrum, if you know what you're looking for, they have a streaming service just like the one that YouTube is offering for $19 a month.
Yeah. That's,
What was
I
that?
hope everybody on. Come here. Say it again. Say all of it again.
So right now,
Come into camera. You're my background brother.
Make yourself famous.
Background brother. Speak.
I'm the cool one. So
I can tell.
anyway, so right now with Spectrum, they have this program right now. It's kind of the same thing that YouTube uses. For $19 a month, you can get all the same streaming services. So yeah.
$19, and YouTube.
19 bucks a month.
$110, and that's not including the installation fee.
Oh, there is no installation fee.
No.
Well, with Spectrum,
Oh,
There's an installation.
oh,
fee.
there's an installation fee. Yeah.
They're straight up trying to compete.
With Spectrum, so if you have like an Apple
say,
TV,
Spectrum and other cable
no installation.
services.
It's an app.
wow.
So it's pointless. That's the whole point that you want streaming services is because you don't require the streaming. I mean, you don't
And
require,
it's on the go.
yeah, you don't require the service. You don't require the setup. You can do it wherever you want on your tablet, phone. You can do it while you're taking a poop. Like you can just watch it wherever you are.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well, there
no,
you go.
that's one of the things where one of the subjects is Sony now has a partnership with YouTube TV, which is
Of course they do.
their
They're
thing.
monopolizing. They're doing what Disney did, but more on the tech side.
Yeah.
Where Disney bought all of the franchises, all of the movie rights, and things like that. Sony's doing that.
Sony's doing it wrong with YouTube TV.
Agreed.
Effectively, I think it breaks down to congratulations on your partnership with Discord.
Fox.
Oh, that
Because there was a show.
I've got something for you.
Because there was a show on there that I loved, but since Disney bought out Fox,
Mm-hmm.
it went away. It was called The Exorcist. It was basically a continuation.
Really?
Yeah, it was a continuation of the Exorcist movie.
Yes, it was an Exorcist TV series.
Super cool, super dark. It had 2 seasons. It ended in like a cliffhanger. But because Disney bought them out, that doesn't fit the Disney brand.
So they had to stop it.
Yep.
That's dumb.
I know which show he's talking about. Tis a good show. Was a good show.
I haven't had the ability.
What is it called?
Hmm?
Exorcist Fox show. I was gonna show you it to you real quick.
Show me a what? Say don't show much.
No, it's-
Copyright stricken.
Oh, I was gonna show you. You can.
Well, hang on. Send it to me, and I'll have to look for it later.
Now this. I was wanted to show you how dark it gets.
No, apparently the show is actually called The Exorcist.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a continuation.
From the original film.
Huh.
So that girl right there is the daughter of Emily Rose. Who's the main girl from The Exorcist?
I don't remember. I watched the first one, and that was when I was
No,
like
the first one. Who's
10.
the main girl from the first one? One is the main girl from the first one. That's her daughter. And apparently the same entity that was after her is now trying to get to her daughter.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright. Alright.
It's really cool, but because Disney had to whip its Disney Mouse house,
Disney Mouse a House, House a Mouse.
Yeah,
They gotta take away all the fun.
pretty much. Effectively, I think what we can take away from this news is congratulations, Sony, on buying up Discord.
Yeah.
And what the hell were you thinking with YouTube TV?
Yeah.
I think it's a swing and a miss on that one.
Alright, this next one we probably might or might not have much to say on it.
Well, I think they both link into each other. It's the ones I think of. The next two.
Yeah. There was a report on Polygon.
Mm-hmm.
Is PS5 to remain in short supply through 2022. So if you guys want a PS5, good fucking luck.
Yep. Pretty much.
Let's see. Sony privately briefed a group. Hold up. I don't have.
After
There we
supply,
go. No, I have. No, I
story
don't.
quotes saying the companies cannot meet demand and won't next year.
That's not what I'm doing. Come on. It's not.
See, this is interesting because from what I'm reading here, they're saying it's not because scalpers are buying up all the consoles and selling them for 3 times the price. They're saying it's because of the worldwide shortage of semiconductors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm probably going
earnings
to
call on April 28th. Todaki? The Japanese name said Sony planned to ship more than 14.8 million PS5 consoles in 2021, which is twice as many as the company has sold since the console's November 2020 launch. The worldwide shortage of semiconductors has hampered production and plans in multiple industries, has kept Sony from significantly increasing output.
See, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just reading up what the factors are why we're running so low. Okay, apparently the cause of current shortage is due to the mixture of factors. Spikes in demand for consumer electronic products like laptops due to the change in lifestyles caused by the pandemic.
That sounds about right.
Slowdowns in chip production is also caused by the pandemic.
Sounds
Because, yeah, a business model in the semiconductor industry that seems most companies outsource chip production to firms like Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, blah, 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 instead of building the parts themselves.
Oh, more outsourcing.
Oh, you wait to the next line. I don't know how you feel on this one. We could, cause a riot on this next one. And one of the lingering effects from the former President Trump's trade war with China that made it harder for US companies to work with Chinese chip producers.
Oh, thanks, Trump. Thanks, Trump. You've screwed over gamers, man.
As a result, companies like Apple, Sony, and AMD have all cited shortages, with effects ranging from part shortages for iPhones to the incredibly hard-to-find nature of the PlayStation 5 or AMD's newest CPUs and GPUs. So this is obviously, I mean, I don't think it's as prevalent within the graphics card market because that's an absolute shit show right now.
Yeah.
An absolute shit show. I'm not going to mince words on that one. I could not believe the prices of graphics cards and how stupidly they've been marked up recently.
Oh yeah.
Because I was looking to upgrade and it's just ridiculous.
If they say no, tell them if they've considered it. Just know that my kid just pooped a whole diarrhea pill in the bathtub, so don't do it.
Ew.
More of the story. Don't have kids.
Ew. Alright. I did not catch the second half of that. What?
No, I was just saying it is absolutely ridiculous, the markup on price for graphics cards at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how marked up they are because I want to search for... I don't want to be searching for stuff right now to build my computer until I know I have, the funds available, just like, anyone that sensibly does it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can give you some examples if you like.
Yeah.
for instance, recently, as recent as last year, the brand new NVIDIA RTX series came out, the 30 series. I'm sure you probably know about those, the 3060, the 3070, the 3080, 3090.
Yeah.
Okay, so the baseline model of the 3060, which is basically their budget version,
Yeah.
it has a released retail price of $329. Fairly, that's pretty low end, really, when you think about the price of graphics cards.
Yeah.
As of now,
the 500, 600 range in it.
yeah,
They're basically
yeah.
one of the most expensive parts to get when building a computer in it.
100%, yeah. And now, as of March 2021, so obviously it would have gone up quite a bit by now.
Yeah.
It's gone from $329 to $1,226.
Oh God. Oh. Well, if anybody's wanting to build a new computer anytime soon, I would
Don't do
recommend
it.
waiting. Just
Absolutely
stick with
waste
what
of
you
time.
got.
Yep.
What you got will
I mean,
do. Maybe.
I mean, just markups. I mean, this is also partly due to the chip manufacturer as well and scalping. The PS5 disc version, $499. That's a retail price. Current street market value, March 2021 again, $833. Nearly $900. That's a markup of 1.66%.
They are definitely.
I mean, it's the same for the Xbox. It's going from $499 to $805. That's nearly double. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I think the biggest markup is probably the RTX 3080 going from $600 to $2,160. Practically, I mean, it's more than double. It's ridiculous. And obviously that will tie into the availability of PS5s, Xboxes, graphics cards. I mean, if it's as bad as the fact that they're saying that they can't get these semiconductors out quick enough, then they're just not going to be able to build them.
Yeah, it's just a wait on build. Not even the fact that there's a possibility that there's a bunch of them just sitting in a warehouse, just waiting to be shipped.
Yep. I mean, it's interesting to read here. It says in February, Sony reported that it sold 4.5 million PlayStation 5s. And it had even taken a loss on those sales because its strategic price point was lower than when it cost to manufacture it.
Huh.
And yet, they still don't have enough.
All right. Oh, Lord.
I know. I think also one of the biggest things for these markups and prices with shortage of semiconductors, graphic cards, and things like that is Bitcoin farming.
Oh yeah,
that's a huge industry at the moment. To the point of where I believe I think it was NVIDIA recently stated that they are going to start putting things into their graphics cards that will make it harder for them to be used for Bitcoin mining. So people can actually buy the graphics cards now. They're not going to be bought up by Bitcoin farmers.
I get it. I sort of disagree with it, but I get it.
In terms of them making it unusable or Bitcoin farming in general?
The making it harder. The making it harder for them to use because I mean, that is the way a bunch of people are making their money.
Yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that.
So, like, in doing that, they're making it harder for people to make their money.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Essentially, the graphics cards are used for computers for gaming, or devices for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
What they're made for.
Yeah.
So essentially, the people that are using them for Bitcoin mining aren't even using them for their sole purpose.
No. I mean, I don't see why I mean, it kind of does play into this fact that they're obviously short on semiconductors. But if it's that big a thing, why don't the graphics card companies start making graphics cards or devices for Bitcoin farming?
That's right.
Saying, look, these are for
Totally
Bitcoin farming.
Totally different.
These are for your PCs or your consoles. Just leave them alone.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest with you, I can see it going that way anyway. If people are making that much money and it's that bad that we can't afford graphics cards at a reasonable price, there's clearly a market there. Do it.
I mean, it's I know the mining has only just recently hit, everybody's doing it, right?
Yeah.
But like it wasn't the smallest a few years, say even back 2-3 years ago. I don't see why they haven't preemptively,
started making one specifically for it. Yeah. It would make business sense as well, because the market's clearly there. I mean, they'll be capitalizing on something that no one's even touched at the moment, because all these Bitcoin and farming rigs are all like homemade.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy a rig that's designed for it. And I think it's a part of the market that no one's really exploiting at the moment. And if graphics card manufacturers started looking into that, they'd make a mint. They really would. They would literally make money.
Yeah. I mean,
but
so I've only met one actual person who mined for Bitcoin, and it was actually somebody who I bought a car off of.
Okay.
And because it struck me. That's it. Struck me as odd, because I was just like, okay, so I walked into his house. He had a big fancy house, man. I wanted this guy's house. But I seen this thing, and it looked like a computer. It looked like the insides of a computer.
Yeah.
And me and the dude were sitting here talking, just shooting the shit. And I would look over at it every now and again when we were talking, and I finally just, okay, I gotta know, what is this? And that's when he was telling me it's the Bitcoin miner, and I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay. And this was back in maybe 2015.
Wow, as early as that?
2015? No, 2016. It was between
Still,
2015 and 2017.
Right.
But yeah.
Still, that's going back some.
Yeah. And I mean, this setup looked, God, it looked legit. And
yeah.
But I was just like, oh, this is what? Because before then I'd heard about it. And it was just like random, like Bitcoin, blah 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 blah, Bitcoin, blah blah blah, Bitcoin. That was like every maybe few months or whatever, and then I would hear about it again. And then I buy the car off of him, see the dude, see his setup, and I'm like, dude, this dude does this stuff professionally.
Some people, it's their sole income, isn't it?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I bet nowadays especially, because...
Oh, yeah. I mean, the problem is, I want to say it's easy to get into, but it's not, because you've got to find the graphics cards to start with. But if you've got someone who can get you the graphics cards, apparently it's relatively easy to get into now.
Yeah. I mean, I had a thought a few months back to get into it, is buy a bunch of older, not old, but older.
Yeah.
Like out of date, just buy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And build something that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, my rig is a year, maybe 2 years out of date. But I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to constantly play catch up, because it means I get the better deals on prices for components.
Oh yeah.
I will never buy the latest brand new thing out, because it's not worth it. I'm quite happy playing as long as it does what I need it to do. I'm happy playing catch up constantly. It really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually what I do with consoles.
Yeah.
When the newest Xbox, not even the newest, when they put out the Xbox One, talking the first one, the Xbox One, I waited a year before buying it. Basically,
I will probably do
when
the same
the
with
next
PS.
console came out, I bought
Yeah.
that one. And then,
I'll be honest with you.
you know,
At the moment, I'm probably going to wait for the PS5 Pro. And then when that comes out, I'll be a standard PS5. Because they've already said they're going to bring out a Pro. They've already said because they want to do one with twin graphics cards in it.
Yeah.
So when that comes out, the price of the normal PS5 will drop anyway because everyone will want the Pro. So that's when I'll probably buy a PS5.
Oh yeah. That's also when a bunch of people probably going to be selling their old PS5 for the PS5 Pro.
More than happy to head to my my CEX or one of my the second-hand places and buy a used PlayStation 5. It really doesn't bother me. But the stupid thing is, at the moment, obviously, if you want to buy brand new, it's a marked up price. If you want to buy second-hand, it's actual retail price. So it's still not cheap either way you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially for going the pawn shop business, man, it's something else.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I don't think it's very rare that you'll ever get a really good deal at your pawn shop for yourself or places like CEX or gadget stuff for myself.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll ever get a majorly good deal because they have to make a profit somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I wouldn't buy a PS5 secondhand at the moment, not with the market as it is, because you're practically paying retail price for a secondhand console.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to play retail, I want brand new. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I want the warranty and stuff.
Yeah, for issues that may happen to arise.
Well, they always will do with the first generation of a new console. You can guarantee there'll be a fault with the PlayStation 5, but probably within the next 8 to 10 months that they didn't know was there. That a game will come out and it will highlight or whatever.
Oh yeah. So the only console that I actually bought brand new, and then everything else that I had was, I bought at a pawn shop or from a friend, was the Xbox One S, and that console had been out for about a year, or maybe it was about 7 months. I don't remember, but yeah, that's the only thing that I actually bought brand new, just because screw it.
The only console I've ever bought brand new was the PlayStation 4. I say brand new, I still traded in my Xbox 360, all the games, all the controllers, everything towards the price of it.
Yeah.
There's no way I would be able to buy it straight off without trading anything in. Oh, yeah. So I don't think I've ever had the available funds to go, right, I'm going to go out and buy a brand new console straight from the shop. It's never happened. There's always been, well, I need to trade this in, I need to sell that, I need to sell this before I even come close to having the money required.
Usually that was me. On all of my secondhand consoles, because I'd be like, what can I get rid of?
Yeah. I'm going to do that now.
I'm just like, no, I'm not getting rid of that. I'll go look at a pawn shop.
I'm gonna tell you now, when the prices come down and the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out, so I can buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm going to be trading in my PS4 Pro. I ain't keeping it. It's going. I'll probably end up selling all my accessories and some of the games for it as well, because if I'm going PS5, I'll probably get the digital version anyway.
Oh yeah.
Here's one for you: digital versions and disc versions. Which one do you prefer?
Okay. Well, I like the disc. But I actually prefer digital.
Okay.
The only real issue I have with digital is the fact that, say, I played a game at one point and I just don't play it anymore. I can't just go off sell it.
Yeah, I think that is my only drawback, because I mean I would probably most of my purchasing now are digital.
Yeah.
But then I think now I know that if I don't like it, I'm stuck with it.
Yeah.
I've become a lot more choosy in terms of what titles I'll buy.
Mm.
Whereas before, when I used to go to the game shop, I would look at all the discs and go, well, I'll buy that. That's cheap. I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that, and give that a go. And it used to be the mentality of, I'll give it a go. And knowing that if I didn't like it, I can just bring it back and sell it, or, trade it in for something else. Whereas now, because I'm making that commitment to a digital purchase, I don't buy as many games as I used to buy. I'm very right. I will watch loads of reviews. I'll watch loads of gameplay videos before I commit to a title. And so my game collection now is nowhere near as big as it used to be for the 360. Nowhere near. And I think a lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I usually, before I buy a game, I watch, say, like YouTube videos of somebody else playing it.
Yeah.
Just to see, how it actually plays. Because most of the time on their release videos, they have the cinematic shots. All the shots
completely.
That make the game look good.
Yeah, 100%.
But there's almost no actual gameplay.
No, yeah. I mean, I actually find streams are better than reviews.
Yeah.
Because you've got a standard person who, as long as it's not one of them sponsored streams, who's playing the game, they've invested the money themselves, they're giving it a go themselves, and they will give you an honest opinion. Plus the fact you can actually see the game being played.
Yeah.
Whereas when you look at reviews, they've picked out the best bits. They've picked the bits that match up to what they're saying, or they'll choose videos or intros or whatever. So I think reviews these days are actually less important than actual streams. And obviously, given the amount of people that now stream now, I think it's a great thing that people are getting more into streaming, because it gives people that ability to, see games before they invest in them, especially for myself with the digital side.
Oh, yeah. This one is one of those. I want to. What's the audience's opinion? What is everybody else's opinion? What do you like? Disc or digital?
Yeah, it's a good question. Disc or digital, for those that are watching. What's your opinion? Would you take a disc version over a digital, or vice versa?
Yeah.
Throw it down in comments. We'd like to hear your feedback.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. We don't bite.
Too hard.
Too hard, no. Unless you ask us nicely.
Yeah. I've been doing this one thing on Twitch, and it's actually why I started back on Twitch again, is basically just going through the whole game.
What, from start to finish?
Yeah. Yeah, like story mode stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I started, and now I've got too many projects to too many to keep track of.
Here's one for you then. If the fact that you've been doing story modes and campaigns and stuff, do you think that, I mean, it's a question that's been asked loads of times, and obviously I'd be interested to hear what the viewers that are watching will also feel about this. Do you think there is still a place for a single player campaigns in games these days?
I mean, my personal opinion, most definitely.
Okay, and why do you think that?
I like jumping into a game for a story.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I've got a similar, yeah.
So far there is a great plethora of them, but my favorites have been GTA's story mode that I've played through countless times. Like, and what's funny is, you have different endings on it, right? You have your three different endings. I always choose the same ending.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I I haven't beaten the story of Red Dead yet, which is another one that I'm currently doing on currently going through on Twitch. And actually stopped playing that because I had spoilers.
Yeah, I haven't actually completed the full campaign on Red Dead yet, and now you already know what happens at the end because it was all over the internet and social media and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think spoilers is the weird thing is though, it's a catch-22 with spoilers because sometimes I won't care and I want to know the ending, so I will read up on spoilers.
Yeah.
And yet other times I'll be like, I don't want to know anything about this. I want to play it and play it fresh and not be spoiled. So it's an up and down one for me. It's like, no, I don't like people posting spoilers, but at the same time, I sometimes go looking for those spoilers.
Like,
I mean,
and that even continues into TV.
Yeah.
Right. Like, Game of Thrones, for example.
Yeah.
I recently watched the last season of Game of Thrones. I had watched every season of it up to the last one.
Oh, you poor man! You had to watch this at the last season.
And I was just like, cause all over the place I was hearing about it.
Yeah.
And it was just, well, okay, that's ruined for me now. Screw it.
Yeah, get it over and done with.
I recently just jumped back into it and seen exactly. They were right.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it does feel like they gave up on that one.
I couldn't even tell were part of the show because so dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it was the visual aspect of it for me. It wasn't even the production side or the storytelling side.
Yeah.
It was just the lighting was horrible.
Yeah, just the visuals. Yeah.
And another one that my brother just got me into watching is Vikings.
See, it's on my watch list.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good so far. Like I got hooked after the first couple of episodes.
I think the only TV series that, I mean, there must be same for you, the ones that you'll go back and watch, even though you've watched all of it right up to the final season, last final episode, you'll still go back and watch that series again.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it's
I'd probably still veer away from season 7, but everything else.
I think for me though, the only TV series I tend to go back to and I will rewatch from the very beginning is Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only TV series that I know that I'll go right the way back to episode 1, but I won't sit there and go, wow, this is going to be boring because I know what's going to happen. I still enjoy it from episode 1 all the way through to the finale every single time.
I have watched all through like 6 times and still go back through and watch what I can of season 1 all the time.
Yeah.
Because season 1 is all that I own on YouTube.
Did you catch any of the Mayans one?
No, I haven't been able to get into that one.
No, I struggled with that one. I just don't think the characters have got the same rapport that they have in the original series.
No. I mean, it just, the whole series in general just didn't. It's not Sons of Anarchy.
It's not. No, I know. I'm totally with you on that one. I am with you on that.
Like, I do want to watch it just because, it is a Kurt Sutter production, and SOA was fire.
Oh, completely, from start to finish.
Like,
I don't think there was any bad seasons in the original Sons of Anarchy. I really don't.
My emotions were literally all over the place in
100%. Yep, 100%. Yep.
But I feel like it's gonna take me a little bit to get into Mayans. Just
I mean, I'm not
because
forgiving it a
I know
go,
the
but
time
other
frame
things,
of it, and
yeah.
it's just like, Jax is dead.
Send me your full name and your email address.
All right.
It's a work from home job. At least for the first, was it 6 to 10 weeks to work from home at least.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. 16 plus hour, pay an hour plus bonuses. Plus healthcare, plus all this other stuff. And all you have to do is people will call you, they'll ask you questions about their healthcare and things like that, and you answer their questions.
All right. Oh yeah.
So you'll get an email from someone named Pamela. That's my friend who's working there right now. That's who sent me that. Apparently she gets $300 per referral, so she's like, I'll refer everybody.
Refer everybody. All right. I think the last thing we have is the Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same situation as the PlayStation 5, isn't it? They're exactly the same thing. Yeah, I mean, we covered it. It's the lack of availability.
Well, I mean, that one's not really as long, though, apparently, according to this thing.
No?
Xbox Series X and S shortage is expected to continue until at least June. They're not giving so high or so long of a
yeah, that's not as long, is it?
time frame. I mean, that's not saying that, it's...
Well, I think it's a case of, well, we'll see.
Yeah. I think they're playing it by... I think they're playing it by ear. Really.
Yeah, completely.
The CEO said that she expected some tightness over the coming months in relation to the stock of PS5, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X.
What's interesting is that the fact that the statement was backed up by by AMD CEO Lisa Su.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously AMD, who manufacture the chips and stuff, they've already obviously gone on record to say that there's an assortment of superconductor chips, like we said.
Yeah.
So that's possibly what might be holding back Xbox's construction as well. Because obviously they're all AMD, aren't they? Whereas Sony's proprietary.
Sony does their own.
Yeah, they don't use an AM. I don't think they use an AM chip. I might be wrong. Double check.
Yeah, I was about to pull that up as well. Just hardware specifications.
Yeah. Oh no, they do use AMD. It's a 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU and a custom AMD Radeon based GPU. So they're AMD as well.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So that is definitely. Yeah. That's the thing with both of them, I guess.
Yeah, same situation. I genuinely thought that Sony went with something different, but the fact that they're both using AMD chips and they're both using AMD GPUs, it's interesting. That are they there? Are they really that dissimilar? Then makes you wonder.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the main thing that Sony are pushing is the fact that with their SSDs, aren't it? Their storage, because their super lightning fast SSDs are supposed to be like amazing. I mean, they've got PS5 load time chart here that I'm just looking at, and some of it is that's actually quite impressive. Going down from 1 minute to 17 seconds is a big jump.
Oh, most definitely. They provide all the equipment. Oh, good. All right.
I would say that pretty much covers all the topics that we have for today.
Yes, that does.
Well, it's been fun, buddy.
Really anything else? Oh, it's been great. I actually can't wait
Yeah.
to do this again. This is actually like
Yeah, it's cool to chat
topical.
about everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun to not have to sort of sit here and concentrate on the game on
Yeah.
a stream. It's been good. It's good to chat.
Oh yeah. But I think I'm actually going to close out for now. I may be
Okey-dokey.
back later on for some things. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I'm like Microsoft. I'm playing everything by ear.
Well, unfortunately, that's it for me because it's getting quite late over here in the UK. It's 10 to 11 now.
Oh yeah.
So I am going to say adieu. Thank you very much for having me on the. And good luck with all the rest, man. And obviously, if any time you want me to pop back on, you know where I am. Thank you to all the watchers and the listeners that have dropped in, and all those that are going to watch this back at some point. I imagine this is going to be available on your Facebook page.
Yeah, most definitely.
So yeah, thanks for having me, man.
And YouTube.
Oh, and YouTube. Cool. Well, yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm going to drop out now so you can do your closing out and do your outros, etc.
All right, I'll see you later.
And I should catch you later, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. That has been the end of today's little thing. I've actually enjoyed this. I can't wait to get literally everybody that I want to get on this, and I want to see where this goes. But we are finished for now. I will probably be back later on here, probably in a couple of hours, for probably some Valheim, because I have actually been playing some Valheim. But in the meantime, we will see you on the next one. Sailor is out.